Three.
All right, Curtis Super here with Rogers Family Roofing. We're at the Cook Residence in beautiful Mountain Home, Idaho. We are gonna do a shingle repair that we have here. So here we have one of the damaged shingles that was called out by the adjuster, the inspector. And so we're on the north side of the shed right now in a good area. So this is gonna be the shingle that we replace. And over here, we have our control area with good shingles, nothing flipping up. Everything in the good area right there. So back over here, what I'm gonna do is take out this shingle, replace it with the other one right here that we have. So first I'm gonna loosen the fasteners in this area that we've marked off here. So I'm gonna take out the fasteners here and here so that way I can slide out this shingle and then put in the new shingle as well for us. So let's get started. Also, it's about 55 degrees right now and 1:30 in the afternoon. Okay. So first I'm gonna find where the fasteners are. Or first I'm gonna just really gently unseal it.
Delaminate. And I just slide that straight across. Yeah, there you go.
And as I'm doing this, you can see it's kind of breaking right here. As I'm delaminating right there, we're getting a lot of granular loss. Something's stuck right there. But we're gonna press on. All right, that one's up. Here as well. All right, you can see it tearing a little bit. And then this is our shingle we're gonna, oh, that was close to tearing right through. It was really, yeah, I saw a piece right there, and you can see the granulars shaking around as well while I'm doing that. Okay, now I'm gonna loosen these ones as well so I can get to the fasteners.
It's already poking through right there.
Yeah, it's poking through as I'm doing that. Oh, I was trying to be as careful as I could, but there's a little rip that just happened. Let's see if I can find another entry point to get this done here.
Sometimes what I find is helpful if you stick that tool up like underneath the sides where it's already loose, and you can kind of like swing it in.
Like that?
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
There we go. Got that one done. Let's see if we can get in through this angle here.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, and it's
sure
is wanting to, oh, it ripped right there. Gotta just,
man, yeah.
There, that's up, but we have this little rip and tear right there. Doing that one.
Go and just finish that shingle off, like get the rest of
All
that,
the way.
yeah, delaminated. It's just gonna make it easier.
There we go.
So I hope you don't mind, I'm like kind of talking you through some of this as well.
I'm new to this. Kyle here is helping me out as well with the filming.
There we go.
There's that. We're gonna get one more on this row that already was loose and flapped up a little bit. Then we're gonna go one more so we can get up here.
These are quite a bit more anchored than the dwelling.
Yeah, you can see there's quite a bit of cracking right there. I haven't even bent it yet.
And then we had a little bit of right here as well.
Oh yeah.
It's all good. And that's the thing, is showing things like that, it all just really shows just the nature of the roof, and can it withstand the repair.
Yeah, I mean, just so delicate and gentle with this. There we go. You can see a little bit of the shingle lamination coming up.
And it's right over there too, kind of on the shingle.
Oh yeah, right
here. It is
here.
what it is.
Okay, there we go. Now we got these, so we're gonna look for the fasteners and then pop those out here. We're coming down here under the first one. All right, here's that. Sure pulled up easy on that.
hard strike
There we
next
go.
time right next to the nail. It should like
There's one.
pop that
That was,
nail
it
out.
was so loose actually. I couldn't just hit it down. The nail just came out seamlessly. All right, here's another we got. Make sure I get right underneath that. There we go. And here's another. Okay.
Actually, what's good to know is I think I saw a little tear kind of right there. Yeah, it was just a micro little tear, but
And I'm making sure not to fold these up. Do it just as little as possible to make sure I don't tear anything up there. All right. Then we're gonna go one more up. Oh, I'm trying to get under there, but it's tearing a little bit at the fastener there. I maybe won't be able to reuse that hole. It got a little too large. How would you describe that better?
I just essentially, yeah, you know, the hole's wallered out. It's widened from extracting this nail.
Yeah. All right.
You know, we don't have to use like the super most fanciest language necessarily.
Good, because I don't have it.
So yeah, it's all good.
Oh, so
Yep.
this one tore right here. If you want to come in.
I caught that one on video.
Yeah,
as well.
that tore. We're not gonna be able to reuse that hole there.
Should be at least one more, but maybe two more nails.
Yep.
The big thing here is you can see how Curtis is very, you know, gently like lifting these shingles up to not overextend them, to over manipulate the shingles. That might be the last one, man.
Let's see.
Maybe.
Let's see if she comes out. For me. Yep. All right,
There we
so I'm
go.
gonna remove the shingle here. You can see a lot of the granular loss that's happening here. Kyle's gonna explain it a little bit better of what.
Yeah, so granule loss in itself is not a direct causation for loss because the shingles do lose granules over time. However, we need to have granules on these shingles in order to retain their water shedding properties.
You just see how much bouncing around there. Oh, you can even see the granules
Yeah.
falling off just as I barely turn it. Okay, so now we're gonna take this. So the closest shingle that we had at the time is an architectural shingle here that we're gonna do. Obviously these 3-tab, what do you call them?
Just the 3-tab, the shingle.
These 3-tab shingles are discontinued now, as you know, so this is up to standard of what we can do. We're gonna put this here, and it's actually, you can see it, all right, so it's hanging over about an inch and a half there, so we're gonna need to cut it back to make it the right size. Now, the manufacturers typically say, or the manufacturers say, that you can only do that on the eaves.
So you can only trim on the rakes and in the valleys.
In rakes and in the valleys. But, you know, we're gonna press on because this is what we have to be able to repair this roof. So what I'm gonna do is cut it back.
It's got a button on it somewhere. There we go.
And it looks like I can go right about here to make it the right size for them.
It's just the big thing is, yeah, just make sure we don't drag that blade too close on the shingles below. Yeah, you're just cutting through like the nylon strip on the back, so that one's always gonna be a little tough right there.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Close up the.
And press that button again. There you
There
go.
it is. Close up the knife there, and then we're gonna take this and slide it right up in to do the shingle repair.
Oh, your cut was better than mine, man.
I was able to watch your mistakes. So all right, so another thing that's happening is this is the wrong size for exposure, but we're gonna press on as this is the
we're sitting a little too high. In all reality, this shingle needs to sit down just a little bit lower in order to get the exposures lining up right where they need to be. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. So we're gonna do our best. We're gonna place this here. I got the hammer now. When I do this, I'm gonna do everything I can to not bend them up too far, but I have to get in there a little bit to make sure that I can hammer it.
So we're gonna put one on the end about 1.5 inches from the end, right in that little strip there, yeah.
Right here. Get started.
Perfect.
Okay. Then we're gonna
do a little more right. Kind of like in the center of that applique.
like
Yeah, right there.
like here.
Yeah.
Yep. Do that right there. Even as I'm pounding this, and this is just starting, I'm not even pounding. Oh, I tore that shingle just a little bit right there, trying to protect it from bending up. As I bent it up, you can see it's we got some fracturing right there, as well as all the granules are shaking around as I'm pounding it. Okay, we'll press on. Get into the next one. Oh, you can see this bending, and I'm barely even bringing it up, but we're getting more creasing. And let's make sure I don't hit it with my hammer, too. Okay, and then we're gonna do one more on the end here. Man, that's just so loose right there. All right, that just went right on in.
Actually look like when you're holding this one as well. Yeah, we've actually got a pivot point and now a tear.
Oh,
right there.
Yeah. I don't really know how I could have been gentler with it. That was as careful as possible.
It is what it is.
Here we're about to get a tear right here. It looks like I'm gonna be as absolutely delicate as we can. This was the hole. I can't go back into that same hole because it tore. So I'm gonna go about 1 inch to the right of that last hole that the nail came out of. I like to reuse the holes when I can. You can see how that hole was just got way too big and tore at the fastener. There. But here I think I can reuse the same hole. There we go. All right, and let's go back to the same spot. Trying not to break the shingle here, but I'm having to go up quite a bit. That kind of just sunk right in, maybe a little too easy. Kyle, if you want to come over here, it actually tore.
Come behind you?
Right here.
Oh, yep.
As I pulled that up, I could just feel it get so loose and tear right there.
There we go. That's it. That's all.
Okay. So now that we got all the nails back in, a couple of things that happened while we were going through that, and let me get my chalk out to be able to mark it. So we had a torn fastener right up under there. We got a tear right here. This tore right there. Across here, when they lift it up. Oh yeah, and this tear there. As well as this tear right here. And so I'm pretty worried about doing any replacements, and if we're doing any replacements, that I would probably characterize this as a fail. And we're just gonna have more issues. As you see over here, if we go back to the control, it's all still fastened down and good there. So appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And we're gonna sign off.